When we stop, we gon' get it done. Get it when we start, we gon' get it done. Start when we stop, we gon' get it done.
Anthony's World.
What's going on, everyone? I'm Anthony. You know me as Anthony's World, and we are back on another episode of the Living Icon podcast. And once again, thank you for watching, thank you for being here, thank you for supporting. But I got the Mr. Earn It All right here. This dude is look, hold on. Where's it? I was on the side right here. Yeah, where's that at? Boom. Earn it. Earn your booze. Man, I am so appreciative. Thank you for coming on the podcast today.
Thank you for having me, my man.
Yeah, man.
Take a quick sip.
Yeah, I know. I feel like we should go do some push-ups or something because we have to earn everything. I feel like I have to earn everything.
If we're not going to do it in the middle of the podcast, we're doing them after. That's for sure.
All right. We're going to do some podcast. We're going to do some push-ups maybe during the podcast. All right, Mr. Justin. I didn't say your full name. My bad. I introduced you as the Earn It All guy. The Earn It All guy. I like
that's
that.
me. Hey, I'll take that.
Literally,
cool.
His shirt says "Earn It." You cannot walk around and be like, "What? I gotta earn it now." I love that. How are you doing today?
Dude, I'm doing awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're vibing and thriving.
Dude, I really am, dude. Family, fitness, business. Like I'm just loving every day right now.
I love that. I love to see other people loving their life and living their best life. It's so awesome. I feel like there's been this like really, really cool shift after COVID, of just people loving their life a lot more. Yeah. Maybe it's just who I'm surrounding myself with. I don't know. But have you noticed it too? Or
no, dude, for real. I mean, think about how many people's lives were upended because of COVID, and a lot of people got stuck in that, right? Mm-hmm. And now it's taken this long, was it a couple of years now, for people to finally be like, you know what? Yeah, I don't have to worry about hardly anything anymore. Yeah. Like I can just be happy. I can just be, fulfilled and feel fulfilled with my life. Finally. I
love it. I also, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I got to compliment the beard.
Well, thank you.
That's like, look. That's what I'm trying to get. I'm like the ugly stepchild right now with the craziness.
Well, we can trade beard tips for hair tips because you got the hair thing going on.
Yeah, I got the hair, but I'm learning. This is my first time growing it out. Yeah. Because everyone's like, you need to grow your beard, and I'm like, I haven't done that. Like, I haven't done it.
You got the genes. It's there. It looks good.
It's coming. Yeah. We know. Let's see what happens. Mm-hmm. I love it. So I want to go back a little bit. First off, where are you from?
I actually was born in Scranton, Pennsylvania, kind of like that old TV show some of you guys might have seen. But I grew up right here in North Scottsdale. Okay. So I grew up here, basically left for the Navy after high school, and just came back a couple years ago. But I'm basically from right here.
Love it. I love it. So you were in the Navy. What did you? I know you went to college after, right?
Yeah. So. Dude, after high school, I didn't want anything else to do with school. And I was like, dreading college and trade and all the options that were out there. I was like, forget this. So I went and joined the Navy. So I was in the Navy for 4 years, and I got out of that and went into aerospace, which we talked about a little bit earlier, and that's where I did my college. So I did college while I was working in aerospace, but dude, I'm over school.
Yeah.
How
was what is it? Okay, that's a broad statement. Yeah. What is aerospace? What does that mean? What does it mean to be in aerospace? Like, what is that?
So in the Navy, I worked on fighter jets. Okay. So you've seen Top Gun, right?
Yeah.
So those are F-14s, the original one. Those are the old jets. I worked on those for a minute in Japan, believe it or not.
Really?
Then we got Super Hornets. And as jets and fighter jets are getting newer and more advanced, they're basically just becoming like stealth flying computers, right? All the weaponry and all that kind of stuff. So I got out of the Navy and I got right into Lockheed Martin, which is the world's largest defense contractor. They make fighter jets and software, computers, all sorts of shit.
Everything.
Missiles, all that kind of shit, right? So aerospace is essentially, when I say that is like working on airplanes. So I was working on fighter jets for 10 years. I worked on F-22s and F-35s, the new cream of the crop flying up there, the Rolls-Royce and the Lambos of the air.
Love it.
So I worked on those guys for a while, and I got to do everything from stealth technology to weapons, communications, radar, you name it, everything.
That's fucking epic. What made you leave that? Because that sounds to me like a pretty badass.
Dude, it was a cool job.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, some of the stuff that we did, we had the Vice President of the United States watching. It was so important. We had billions of dollars of assets. We were flying to locations that don't exist, doing all the shit that you might see on documentaries. That's the kind of shit we were doing, right? And I agree. When I was there, it was cool. we'd come back from a mission. They'd bring me a piece of like a tank that we blew up, or a piece of something that like, one of our targets. And I was like, this is badass. So I was loving it.
Yeah.
I was advancing. I had my name painted on the side of an F-35 fighter jet. Like it was cool. But I won the job for the next level up. And the director's like, hey, we want you for this. We want you to be the next, senior manager for this thing. And I was like, all right, cool. Let's keep this rolling, I'm just a couple years into it. I'm like, yeah, let's fucking go. Well, then HR steps in. I know you probably don't have to worry too much about HR these days, right? But HR steps in and they go, you know what? You have the experience. The director wants you, but you have to wait another 10 to 15 years if you want that job. And I was like, hold on. This dude selected me. He wants to hire me. I'm qualified. I'm the best at what I do. And you're not going to let me have it? And they're like, nope. And so it's within just 6 months, I ditched college, sold my house, moved my family out here to Arizona, and I completely quit aerospace because I refuse to have a ceiling. Like I refuse to be told I can't do something, especially when I know I'm good at it.
Right? That's awesome, man. That's like literally, jumping off a cliff and building a plane on the way down.
Dude, literally.
Yeah.
And that's been my life for the past, 7 years.
And would you trade it?
No, hell no.
Yeah, there you go.
Dude,
I
would
that.
never go back. I would fucking...
Because when you put it on yourself, then it becomes a whole different ballgame, right?
I mean, that's essentially what I wanted, right? Because I was able to make a name for myself and kind of blaze through aerospace. But once there was that wall in the way, and I was like, hold on.
What are you even doing it for?
Like, why am I even here?
A robot at that point, right?
So like, you think I'm going to sit here for 10 years just to get that job? You're out of your mind.
Yeah.
In 10 years, I'm out of here.
So you went from the Navy to the aerospace engineer to an entrepreneur. That's it. End of story.
Thanks for having me.
I love it. But no, I mean, like, so out of all that, like, what has been your biggest life lesson, from going from the Navy going into the aerospace? Like, what has been your biggest life lesson thus far in your life? Because I mean,
well, there's a lot that carried over from Navy and aerospace into entrepreneurship. And I think probably one of the biggest things is being able to look at a problem and figuring out, like, big picture wise, how to solve it quickly, whether it's manpower, resources, money, a different strategy, something like that. That's what I really excelled in aerospace, because we were in test missions, right? Mm-hmm. We'd have a jet that had to go do this certain kind of mission. And if it didn't work, or if there were issues along the way, I had to figure out fast how to do it, or I was going to get pulled out of that position and get someone in that could do it, right?
Yeah.
So I think a lot of that project management and the experience of working under pressure, especially with a lot of people, is really what helps me in business today. Because now, like, if something goes wrong, like, everyone else around me might be freaking out, but I don't care. It's just another problem to solve. And so that helps them kind of cool down, and we can all look at it, with clear eyes and figure out what the solution's going to be.
Love it. I absolutely love that. So earn your booze. All right. This is actually good for me. I love this because I'm a drinker. Okay, like that is 100% my of choice. I like to drink. I don't know. Don't die on me now.
Me too.
I love to drink. I love how there's nothing like just a good beer, a good glass of tequila, a good old fashioned, like just with the friends, like with the homies, sitting back, even like this, just drinking a good beer.
Yeah. Shout out to Kyle.
Right? Yeah. Shout out to Kyle. But like that is such a. It's off the wall. Like, it's off the wall. Like, I would have never came up with that. So, number one, genius for the marketing.
Thank you.
But, like, how did that start?
Yeah, so that's kind of in a nutshell what I've been doing the past, 7 years is finding these, like, kind of last niches in the world, like things that aren't supposed to go together or things that never usually play together. Like, Earn Your Booze was the first one, right? Mm-hmm. So I was living that lifestyle, like, starting in the Navy. I think that's where it first came to me because, you're in the Navy, you have to be in good shape, or you should be. A lot of people aren't, but you should be, right? Well, what else do they say about sailors? You smoke and you drink, and you cuss, right?
Yeah, yep. You cuss like a sailor.
You cuss like a sailor, drink like a sailor, right?
Yep.
So it started to me back then. I was like, well, I was working my ass off training, wanted to be in good shape, wanted to look good and feel good and everything. And then we'd pull into port, and of course, we're going out. We're going to rage. We're going to party.
You're going to go party.
We pull up to Greece and Dubai and all these places. Like, of course, we're going to go freaking turn it up, Yeah. So got out of the Navy, got into aerospace, moved here, and that's really where I really started to take off. Because at that time, when I actually moved out here, I was going to open a brewery, which is one of the reasons I have a beer now, right?
Yeah.
So I was in the beer space, but I was also in the fitness space because I helped James start Peak Nutrition. Mm-hmm. So I was already helping people get in shape. And then I was helping people in the beer industry, like beer bloggers and brewers, lose the beer gut and just, learn how to do that. Because, dude, if you work in hospitality, there's no shortage of free drinks, free parties, late nights and all that kind of shit. So I was working with people one-on-one, and I was like, you know what? I can help a hell of a lot more people if I took this seriously, like as a business. And so I started to conceptualize that. We came up with an event, and lo and behold, Earn Your Booze, it was launched. So I trademarked it, and we launched it late in 2017.
I love it because I'm a big believer in so I fast every day. Yeah. I don't eat, and I literally say it, I don't eat until I earn it to eat.
Sure.
I have to do something productive. I have to do something for me. So earning it, I for me, that's rule number fucking one in life.
Right.
You fucking earn it. You have to fucking earn it. So I love it. And like I said, I'm a big drinker, man. I like to fucking drink. But and I'm not gonna lie, for a while, I let myself go. Got out of shape and all that, Started making money, thinking I was big shit and all that, blah, blah, blah. And so now I'm back and I'm fucking working out, got my shit in check, and I feel good. And so the earn your booze, I'm yeah, that's something I can get behind. And
you know what's interesting, dude? We started it and it all came from good intentions, right? Mm-hmm. Wanted to help people, get healthier so they can still enjoy the best things in life, like this beer, tequila, or whatever they're into. But dude, it was crazy how many people right off the bat felt no, I don't have to earn anything. I don't have to earn my food. I don't have to earn my drink. The word earn is a very interesting word because for me, like you said, we should earn everything in life. Money, respect, relationships, booze, whatever it is, earn it, right? But so many people out there are no, I don't have to earn anything. They feel entitled to everything. So it's been a very interesting thing, especially in the beginning of Earn Your Booze. It used to kind of throw me off a bit when someone would freak out about, no, I don't have to earn it. And I'd be like, oh shit, what is this, Yeah. But now it's been many years and I'm like, oh dude, we are all in on earning everything in life. But it started with booze and, it took off right away because it was so, like you said, it was weird. They don't go together,
No, they don't.
But lo and behold, Don Julio and Bullet Bourbon and all the brands out there, they do want their people to be healthy.
Yeah.
They want them at the club feeling good, mingling with people, buying their drinks and everything. So they hired us at Earn Your Booze to do events all across the country for them. Fitness, drink, fitness, social. And
now we're talking.
You know what I'm saying?
This
That's
is kind
what
of fitness
do.
I want.
Yeah.
That's the kind of fitness I want. I love it though.
Right.
Because you essentially what you did is you took something you took the fitness industry, you took, working out, you took all that, and then you put a cool, just honestly, it was a marketing genius. You put a marketing tactic on something that you took something that everyone is, can do, is doing, but you made it fun and fit you and everything like that. And so that's that
I mean, most people were already doing that, right? We work out so we can feel confident and look good and go meet people and all that stuff. So it was already something that people were doing, but there wasn't ever any thing behind it, know? So I was like, well, I'm going to make this, I'm going to tell everyone what they're doing. You're earning your booze. That's what you're doing.
Love it. So your beer.
Yeah.
Tell me about your beer. What is the journey to creating a beer? And just I want to know the journey behind it and creating the beer and how is it pushed you, because it's recent, it's new, right? It's newer. Right. So what is that journey like? Because you got to go from you probably tasted a lot of beer.
Dude, I've tasted a lot of freaking beer. I've brewed a lot of beer. We've tasted a lot of beer. So I launched this 6 years ago, Earn Your Booze. And throughout the years when we were doing events, we were doing collaborative brews with all sorts of different breweries. That was one of the things we would do. So if you came to a beer festival, you could come to our tent and do pull-ups and, buy shirts and stuff like that. But we would also be able to pour our own beer. But it was just kind of a one-time thing, right? Yeah. So we made really good friends with Grand Canyon Brewery. He's one of the biggest breweries in the state. They're up in Flagstaff, right by the Grand Canyon. It's super sick. If you go to their brewery, dude, in Williams, it looks like a Bass Pro Shop. A river running through the middle of it. It's badass. Yeah. It's really cool.
I love Williams.
Dude, it's cool, right?
Last name's Williams too, so.
Yeah, so I made a great relationship with those guys over the years. We did events together. We did shirts. Just became friends. And just recently they were like, hey, we want to launch a beer. We know you would like to have a beer because, we've, spent so much time together. And they're like, hey, what if we did a beer with you, we'll brew it, we'll distribute it, you help us come up with marketing, you help us sell it, you promote it, we'll make it one of the top beers in the state. And I was like, well, shit, yeah, dude. You guys do the heavy lifting, I'm down, Yeah. I got the marketing, I got the branding, like, let's go for it. So, but yeah, like you said, we had to taste a lot of beer. We had to test it out because I refuse to put out a product that I don't stand behind. So I've had other offers to do spirits and beers before, but it wasn't with the right people, and I knew it wouldn't be the right product. These guys, for sure, I knew would knock it out of the park, and they did. So now it's in Safeway, Albertsons, Whole Food, Total Wine. It's all across Arizona, Tucson up to Flagstaff, all over the place.
Epic. Super fucking epic.
And it's called Dead Hanger Hazy.
Dead Hanger.
Dead Hanger. You know what a dead hang is? Yeah.
So are you going to? I'm assuming it's an IPA.
It's a hazy IPA, hazy pale.
Are you gonna come out with any like lagers or some other beers? Is that the plans for the future?
Potentially, yeah.
Epic. I love it. So what is? I want some insight on the mentality that you have of earn it.
Right.
What is like? Not only does that right this camera right here. Not only does earn it mean to you, but like what is that in your head, and like how are you promoting this through your company and everything? Because like that's a bold statement,
Dude, you're right. It's a very bold statement because, dude, most people are just looking for shortcuts.
Yep.
They're looking for ways to get something quick, to get it easy. They're looking for someone else to do the heavy lifting, and they just want to kind of reap the rewards, right? But we know, like, even if that works for a little bit, we know that cannot stick. That is not going to equal long-term happiness, success, results, anything. So the word earn is at the core of our brand because, like, how would you earn something, right? Well, you either need equity, sweat equity, money, time, true investment, being all in. So like when we say,
it in.
yeah, exactly. Put it in. So when we say earn, like that means like whatever the fuck it takes to make this thing a reality, that is how you earn it, right? So if it's your body, if it's a business, if it's a relationship or something like that. So that's why like it's a bold statement. And we know it is, but we need people to get more bold with their lives and what they are doing because so many people are just kind of floating through life and they're just looking for an easy answer. They're voting for someone to do something for them. And like, no, dude, it all comes up back to you. It's on you.
There was the expression where it's like how too many people are in the life right now. They are, they sit in a car and you're driving and all of a sudden you hear the sirens. In the back and you all of a sudden you slow down, you put your seatbelt on, both hands on the steering wheel, right?
Right.
And then the cop car goes by you. Right. And then you go back to being relaxed. Too many people are living their life like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of crazy to actually think about it because like I'm a big believer in putting the fucking work in. Like you put the work in, you put it in, you put it in, you put it in, and then it will come back to you in a tenfold.
100%. Dude, in my opinion, that's the only way to do it. Like, if there's an easy way presented to you, you got to be cautious looking at that, right?
It's not fun.
No.
Like life is about challenging and yourself and overcoming challenges and growing. Like for me, especially, like I can say, like, and I'm assuming for you as a man as well, like your entire existence is, hey, I want to overcome something. I want to achieve something. I want to do something. Right. So like if it just comes easy, that sounds kind of miserable.
It sounds terrible, right?
Yeah, it sounds boring.
Especially in a world where most people are lacking purpose. Like you can find purpose in simple things, right? Yep. Whether it's like, providing better for your family, or if it's building a business that your employees and your customers can benefit from, or even just getting in better shape for yourself so you're more capable. Like people are lacking purpose, and it's easy to find it if you're willing to like accept, like you said, like the hard work and putting in that work for whatever it is. So there's so much more to earn. Like it doesn't just mean, I don't know, it's not a simple thing. Like it's a serious thing to consider doing, because the other part of it is like most things that are worth earning are not going to come easy, and it's going to take a long time, and you can't quit. So like there's a lot to it, but that's the way we want people to live and take their life.
I love it. Absolutely fucking love it. So I know you just launched your beer, but you also launched an Earn It All Academy. Yeah. Tell them what is this about? What is this about? Because this one's cool. I remember I actually commented on your post. Yeah. And I was like, this is fucking dope.
Yeah. So back in the day, we started this Earn Your Booze, right? So when people were like, all right, cool, what does that mean? It was kind of like a mentality. You know, it was like, take care of yourself, kind of work hard, you know, treat booze as a reward, don't drown yourself in it, stuff like that. But people kept asking over and over and over and over again. They were like, well, hey, how do I earn it? What does that mean? So I was like, shit, we need to show people what it means to earn it.
Yeah. So
we launched Earn It All Academy, which is our answer on how to earn it. So it's the best place to go to get yourself mentally and physically in shape. So we have the SEAL Team 6 of nutritionists and personal trainers and coaches and mindset coaches, people that you can look up to, that you can know are there for you, like accountability wise, and they can give you the expert advice to get and stay in great shape. So we launched that, dude, and that's doing exactly what I wanted it to do.
Yeah.
You know, because like Earn Your Booze is fun. Like I love it. It's never going anywhere.
This is more serious.
This is like, this is where we can dial in and like we can call out people on their bullshit. We can get them, you know, into the mental and physical shape they need to be in so they can enjoy having a badass garage like this and having drinks on a Thursday afternoon, you know?
I love it. That's super cool because I'm a big believer that I think brands, you know, I think you did it right because you came out with something super like funny, attention grabbing, crazy, outlandish, but like just fun. Where like that was Earn Your Booze, right? Yeah. So like you did it right. Like I don't know if you meant to do this. I'm giving you a compliment. I don't know if you meant to do this, but you came out with something just like fun and like, you know, like creating a cult around Earn Your Booze. And then, so what you did is you gave people free value and you gave them value and fun and excitement and enticement and making it, right? And then you came out with the course that's like, okay, now here's actually how you're going to earn your booze. Here's how you're going to earn that life. Here's how you're going to earn everything else. Great. It's genius marketing. It's a genius marketing plan. Crushed it.
Thank you.
Seriously.
Thank you. And
I'm gonna give you the nuts on that
Appreciate
one.
it.
Like seriously, it's my mentality. You know, I learned a lot from Gary Vee, and it's like, you know, give, and then ask, and that's essentially what you did. Is you gave, and then you asked, and now people get to do it with you.
And the thing that's interesting about it now is like, you know, there's a lot of people. The main people that don't like Earn Your Booze are the people that are sober, right? For whatever reason, if they choose to be or they need to be, whatever. Cool, that's cool, right? But those are the people sometimes they're like, no, you can't earn your booze. It's horrible for you. It's this and it's that. And it's like, hey, look, so we've now been able to spin Earn Your Booze and earn it all in a way to where we're actually becoming like an alternative to sobriety. Yeah. Because a lot of people like, you know, like Wes Watson and guys, like they talk sober, straight edge type stuff. And that works for a lot of people. But some people it doesn't, right? Yeah. And even some people that are of that all or nothing mentality, sometimes that just leads them to another cliff to fall off because they're so all in on being sober and not drinking that when they have a little relapse, they go completely overboard, they ruin their life and everything. Or you come along with an Earn Your Booze mentality and it's like, no, dude, we're going to work on being good people. We're going to stay in good shape. We're going to handle our business. We're going to make sure that we're getting our shit done in life. And then we're going to enjoy it. And like, dude, it's a lot less chances to fuck up. Yeah. You know, so we're actually becoming in a strange way, kind of like the, not anti-sober, but an alternative to being sober. So I've had a lot of people that are like, I drink too much. This has really helped me freaking tune it in.
I'm that person. I used to like go all in, and then I learned and noticed for me, I had to start doing little things. Sorry about that. I just heard it ringing. So I had to like do little things and certain things that was for me was a little different because I am not the type of person that can just stop something and give it up. I don't want to. Like it's like for me, drinking is not a problem. Everyone knows I like to drink. Everyone, like, I'm here for a good time. Yeah. But, like, it's like I get happy when I drink. I go have fun. Like, I live and stuff like that, right? So it's super, super cool. So I love that, like earning it. Because I don't believe that one shoe fits all. You know, like, I'll be honest with you. I'm not quitting drinking. I'm never going to. Like, I'm never going to quit drinking. Like, I might slow down at times. I might, you know, switch. Like I recently, I know we're drinking a few beers right now, but like for the most part, I switched to pretty much tequila only. Helped me a lot. Like joint pain, everything like that, because I found out I had a gluten sensitivity.
Right.
And so like that for me, but like, you know, like I'm not going to quit drinking. Just, I want to have fun. Like this is what life's about, right? If you enjoy it, like, so there's also this, the whole Viking gene. Have you heard about that yet?
The Viking gene?
Yeah.
No, tell me.
Okay. Let's get in. So there's something called the Viking gene.
Okay.
And apparently, what this is certain people, I think it's like 7 or 8% of the population of the world, that when they actually partake in alcohol, it creates massive amounts of dopamine that is so much more beneficial to them than actually the harmful side effects of alcohol that can happen, because it makes their body happy. And these are the types of people that are, you know, super like can drink a lot and keep going, won't stop, drink a lot, wake up, they can do it again, boom, 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 right? And like I've noticed, like I don't get hungover. Like I haven't had a hangover in years.
Nice.
And like I don't get hungover. Like I drink a few beers, my body like likes. It's weird. I know it sounds crazy, but like my body genuinely like my mind. So I'm a very, very high, like functioning, like crazy. Like my mind is always right. Yeah. Running on all cylinders. When I take like a drink, like even it's just sometimes like I don't drink every day, you know, but like sometimes I go home and with dinner just have a glass of tequila or a glass of wine, and I can literally just feel my mind. Yeah. Unwind. You know what I mean?
Dude, when you're treating it like that, like, you know, especially if you're not binge drinking, I look at alcohol as kind of just like another supplement in the body, you know? You can have a little bit of nicotine, a little bit of weed, a little bit of alcohol, some, whatever, BCAAs, salt, like everything kind of affects our body. So like there's absolutely the case to be made, like you said. Like there's sometimes I'll have like, the other night I had a gin and tonic. Yeah. And I just like cleaned the whole damn house. Like it just kind of perked me up, and I was just kind of like into doing mundane, stupid shit that I don't like, and I was just like all about it.
You know, there was
we're over here making the case for alcohol.
I know, and I fucking love this. Well, no, there's like studies behind like tequila and gin. They say that I think there was someone, and he's like swears by it. I don't remember who it is. I'll have to find it, but he literally says that he lived to like 108, and he says that what he would do is every morning it would do half an ounce of gin on an empty stomach, very, very small amount of gin for the botanicals, and then at nighttime he would do half an ounce of tequila.
Dude, I can get down with that.
And he said, and he swears that like that was one of the things that made him live like just for a very long time.
Dude, I can see it. If you're gonna drink any sort of alcohol, the best thing you can have is 100% Blue Weber agave, like mezcal or tequila. Basically, if no one knows what that means, go buy the most expensive shit you can get on the top shelf. That's pretty much what that means. Like this right here is great.
Some of the best. Yeah. And I'm a big believer in tequila and gin. But I love beer, so it's good. But for me, it's just like, you know, sometimes like sitting back having a beer with the friends is way more important. Yeah. It's just way more valuable to me.
Dude, there's a huge social aspect to it. I mean, the whole freaking, our country was founded on people meeting in places like this or in taverns, drinking beer and figuring out the rules of the town and the country and what we were going to do. Like there's a whole reason it was there. And it's not just because they were drunks. Yep. It's because it helps you kind of think. It helps you kind of like anticipate, you know, like what's coming, or like be open to new ideas. And all
monks, you would use alcohol to expand their mind. Yeah. Like that's like crazy to me. So a lot of these, everyone here, a lot of the people that are following us on the podcast and everyone that's watching and listening, they're entrepreneurs. Yeah. Right? So you took something you love doing, you turned it into, I want to know, what is your goals? What is your goals with, number one, with the company? Number two, what is your goals financially? Because let's be honest, like everyone's like, money's important, money's not important. There's this whole debate, blah, blah, blah. No, money's fucking cool. Make more money, have more fun. It's just part of it. Like what are the goals for you on the money side and life side?
So the biggest goal for business right now is Earn It All, which is our training academy, right? So we do elite personal training and corporate wellness for businesses. We work with solar companies, car companies, like you name it, anybody. So our goal there is to make Earn It All training the biggest fitness brand on earth. And the reason we're going to be able to do that is a couple different reasons. One, we are full of experts and not influencers. So we have people that are in there that are actually able to help you in your unique situation, where a lot of the big fitness brands out there are big, because you know they have influence, right? They have a lot of attention. They decided to try to make money off of it, right? Yep. Where we are building it a little bit different way, more like the earn it mentality, where we have experts that are in there. So when people come in, they're getting insane results, right? So we also partnered up with a good friend of mine, Andy Elliott, at Scottsdale, right? So Andy,
he was supposed to be on the podcast, but
yeah, you might have to track him down.
No, I'm gonna get you.
Put a beacon on.
I'm gonna get you to go.
I'll get him.
Yeah, go give him a little.
I'll get him.
Say, motherfucker, earn it, dog.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna make him earn the podcast.
Go earn that podcast, right? Yeah.
He's a stud, though.
No, he really is. Yeah. So I went out and I met him a year ago at one of his sales seminars, and I'm sitting in the back and I'm watching. He's talking about, closing objections and, how to make more money and all this kind of stuff. But he was talking about fitness just as much as he was talking about business and money. And I was like, well, shit, look at this guy. You know what I mean? This is my guy right here.
This is what I do. This is what I do. Yeah.
Yeah. So he got off stage. We went out back and we hit it off. And long story short, we launched Earn It All together to basically help people in forgotten industries. Just like I did with Earn Your Booze, I was going after hospitality, entertainment, the beverage world, places that don't have fitness and health, right? Well, now we are going after the sales, entrepreneur, and the professional industries, people that are usually focused on making money, that neglect themselves. And before you know it, they're like, shit, I got money, but dude, I am miserable. I don't like how I look in the mirror. I don't like myself. Maybe I'm having a heart attack. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So Earn It All, we are basically, we've teamed up with Andy. We are traveling everywhere that he goes, and we are promoting this brand and what we do everywhere. So we just launched it a couple months ago. We're going to be over $1 million in our first year for sure. And for a fitness brand.
Hold on.
Yeah.
That's a big accomplishment. I want to.
Thank you.
That's a big ass accomplishment. People don't realize it's very, very hard to create the $1 million company.
Dude,
that's fucking hard.
It's really freaking hard, And Andy's been able to build a 9-figure a year company in 3 years with sales training. So we are emulating his model that he's doing with sales for fitness and health. So my goal, I haven't even told him this. My goal is to catch up to him and surpass what they're doing over there.
Love it.
So I love it. Healthy competition.
Epic.
We have a very open relationship with it. Dude, we are both animals. We're both attacking.
Yeah. So, what strategies do you do that you don't even realize maybe that you do to stay this productive, to stay in that mindset of earning it? What is something? I know there is, because I know how people like you think, because I think the same way. What are 3 things that you do every day that you probably don't even realize you do every day now, but most people don't?
One thing would be fitness first, for sure. The only reason, I can tell you this, for the last 7 years, the only reason I am even still here, even talking with you now and having my own business, is because I've consistently put my health and my fitness, which builds my confidence and my mindset, first over the past 7 years. Because I essentially lost Earn Your Booze because we were an event company for COVID. We lost it for that. So we built that thing up. We were doing good after the first 2 years. Boom, COVID came. You know what happened to events? Dunzo, right? Out the door. So,
I didn't even think about that.
Dude, it was crazy. So we basically had to just get into apparel for a couple of years, which is a place I didn't want to be. But fitness has always been my constant, which has allowed me to, again, just be here right now. So fitness 1, and then 2, like I told you about aerospace, getting clear about what the fuck you're doing. So every week I write down the key things I need to do for the week. And then I get very clear about each day what I'm going to do each day. Yep. And I check them off with a pen and a paper, not a digital thing.
Bringing it back.
Handwriting. Yep. Yeah. Dude, I got a stack of books about this tall right now of books that I do.
Epic.
And people don't realize what they're doing or not doing with their time. So I have people do this all the time. I'm like, dude, write down what you know you need to do for the week, and then see if you're actually doing it. Because most people, dude, fucking 10 years go by and they're like, wait, what have I been doing?
Yes.
I haven't been doing anything.
They've been sitting passenger to their own fucking life.
Yeah. So I would say fitness, getting clear about what the hell you're doing. And then number 3 would be probably getting clear about what it is that you want. Because most people are in a job or they're in a business even, and they're doing it because they've committed, quote unquote, to doing it, but they're not looking at the long term or the big picture. And before you know it, again, even if it's your own business and it's fun, you're just kind of like, well, shit, this isn't really the space I want to be, or I didn't realize the ceiling is going to be so close, or you know what I mean? So you have to get clear on what you want to then figure out if you're even on the path to getting there.
I literally just made a video. I think I just posted it 3 days ago. I said that knowing your what is way more important than knowing your how.
Oh, dude, 100%.
It's so much 100%. More important, because your what is
Dude, yeah,
everything.
Yeah, because,
It's
dude,
everything.
how many entrepreneurs, I'm sure you know a ton, focus on the how. They make a plan, and then they stick to it, and they beat it to death, even if it's not working.
It doesn't work.
Dude, you have to anticipate shit is not going to work. So, if, like you said, the what?
Yep.
Yeah, like why you're doing something or the what, right? If that stays the same, if you know that's what you want, you will figure out how to get there.
Eventually. Or it'll just come. It'll just come.
Or it'll happen, yeah. If you don't quit and you stay at it, it'll happen. Yeah.
So I love giving people their praises. I think people should reward themselves. I think having accomplishments are great. So what is some highlights and accomplishments? Give yourself 3 compliments right now on your companies that you've done and the other ventures. Just give yourself 3 compliments.
Dude, going from like aerospace, I was in a classified environment. So like nobody knew who I was. Nobody knew anything. I couldn't say anything about what I was doing, right? So I give myself a little pat on the back from going from somewhere that was locked up in a black site with I didn't exist type thing to then coming out on my own and landing Men's Health Magazine and Liquor.com and all these big publications, you know, getting the COO of Station Casinos inviting us out to go do events at, you know, into the Palms and stuff in Vegas. I went from basically being an unknown hidden person in a classified world to being in some of the biggest publications in the world. So I'm very proud of that for sure.
Hell yeah.
Right?
That's one. That's one.
Okay. Another pat on the back. Dude, I'm going to say fitness again. I've been injured. I've been sick. I've had plenty of reasons to focus on family or, you know, issues or business or whatever. But I'm turning 40 in October and I'm doing a photo shoot. Dude, I'm going to fucking put everyone to shame. Like no one understands how fucking hard that I work. But the thing is like, let me take it back a little bit. I don't even work that hard on myself. I just know what I need to do to stay in shape and have the discipline and the consistency to be there. So I'm proud of, I'm basically going to redefine 40 for people. Like I want people to see me, like if you chop my head off, maybe you can tell I'm a little older with my face and my beard or whatever. But like if you look at my like waist to shoulders and stuff, like my shirt off, people would be like, dude, I don't know. Is that fucking 27? Like what's going on here? You know what I mean? Like,
Love
so
that.
that's a big goal of mine. And I'm proud that I'm on that track still. And then, dude, I got to say, like, I am really, it's a continuous mission, but I'm really proud of like the father I'm becoming for my little one.
Hey,
like,
now we talking.
Yeah, because I mean, I have 2 stepdaughters. They're actually 22. They're 22, so I didn't get a chance to raise them from like, you know, little babies. But this one I have, you know, from day one. I was at every single doctor's appointment with my wife and, you know, stayed home with her through COVID a lot. Thankfully, I was an entrepreneur, was able to work kind of from anywhere. But man, just being able to like lead her and like I'm her favorite and I'm not trying to be your favorite, but you know, like, you know, because like
He said I'm the favorite.
Yeah. I don't play games with the kid like that, but like
I love it.
But I just really love this role that I'm like really kind of like evolving into as time goes by, as being a protector and a provider and a leader for her. And I really wanted a boy in the beginning, so I thought.
Yeah.
Then I got my girl, and I'm like, dude, I am so glad I have this little girl.
Yeah.
Like, you know, she's just the sweetest thing, and I'm able to kind of like turn her into another alpha female, kind of like my wife, you know. So I love it.
Did you ever see yourself? Is that like being like one of your accomplishments or like being one of your goals? Because like I can speak for myself as like, dude, I was like, I never want kids.
Yeah.
Never want kids. Now I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, if Megan would let me, my wife would let me, I'd have like 3 more. But
Dude,
but she's like, look, I'm 25.
Yeah.
I've had 2 kids in 4 years.
Give me a break,
She's like,
please.
I need some time, like
Right.
to myself, like,
Yeah.
because she's big into fitness and stuff like that, and like she's back into it. So, but yeah, she's like, I need some time for myself, and I'm like, okay,
Dude, I want an army.
right?
I want an army of kids.
Yeah.
I really do. My wife, she's not going to have any more. She's over it. You know.
I mean, yeah.
But so my plan to do is I want to adopt some kids.
Yes.
Like I want to like that's how I'm going to get my son, you know. So like I want to basically help shape this world in a way that I know it's going to set it up for success, and that means we need to have more people and more kids that like have the values that we do, the work ethic that we do, you know, like the physical fitness, the drive, all the things, right? And I think the easiest way for us to do that is to lead by example, but have direct influence over kids, right? So I just did a boot camp with Danny Klein and Andy Elliott the other day for a solar team. They were all like 19 to 21s, 30 of them. And it was awesome talking to those guys because you could tell, like, you know, they weren't in the military, obviously, because they, you know, they would be there now. Yeah. But they were looking at me and Adam as we were running them through a workout and stuff. And you could just tell they were just kind of like,
they never had that.
They're like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? Because we're yelling at them, we're talking at them, but then we build them up at the end. And it was so cool to have so many of them reach out and just thank us for their time, for our time and everything. So, yeah, dude, I would build an army of kids.
Love
if
that.
I could.
Super epic. What has been the hardest balancing that? Because like I know for me, like I run a lot of companies. I have a lot of employees, a lot of coworkers, a lot of. I mean, dude, sometimes it's 9 o'clock at night and I'm getting phone calls. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm up. Sometimes there's days where I'm up before they're awake. Like I'm up and out of the house before they're awake. You know, I make sure I do my like, you know, due diligence. I'm there, you know, during the week. I'm home all week and I don't do much on the weekends. But like, you know, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like I'm there at home, all that stuff. So like what has been that like the hardest challenge in that, because it's not easy. Like, no. and what are you doing to that? Because number one, running a business is not easy.
No.
Being a father, not easy.
Right.
Put them together, it's really fucking hard.
Yeah.
It's really, really hard.
Well, you touched on it, you know, and it's making sure that the family still feels your presence while you're doing it, you know, because, and it's something that I still, you know, strive to get better at every day.
Yep.
So my wife and I are going. Yeah, we got to earn it.
You got to earn it.
My wife and I, you know, we're going up to, you know, overnight, you know, trip up to Savannah in a couple weeks because we just need our own time. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's one of the biggest struggles is like, not just like telling like your family and like your immediate family or your mom, dad, whatever, like not just telling them what you're doing, but being able to like keep them in your circle or keep them happy. Like, because like after a while they're like, dude, what are you doing, dude? You know, like it's been years now, you know what I mean? Like, well, yeah, it's going to be probably many more years, you know? So that's probably the toughest thing, but, you know, just making sure that you stay true to your word. Like, and that's the biggest thing I think in business is like, my wife is very understanding, but it's also at a time it's like, dude, you can only ask for so much time away. You have to give back.
You do. You
know,
do.
Your time.
Because
that's all she wants.
Yeah, well, that, and it's just
know?
also because, like, I mean, you know as just as well as I do, like, for us, like, we're like, okay, we're out here, we're working, we're hustling, we're doing this, we're doing that, and it's like, it's work.
Right.
But we're also enjoying it, too, so it's, like, kind of fun, right?
Yeah.
And so we're like, so we want to keep doing it, and so, like, I've learned is, like, at the end of the day, like, if I just give an inch, like the rest follows and the rest comes. Like if I, you know, make sure that I wake up and I cook breakfast, you know, I spend the weekends, you know, I make sure I do that because it's not, at the end of the day, like it's not reality to be gone all day. And it's also not reality for me to just be home all day and only do that stuff.
Yeah, so. Dude, 100%. Like they can only take so much of the words, you know, like, like they really need our time, you know, and she actually makes jokes about that all the time because especially with Earn Your Booze, like a lot of that was promotions and parties and celebrations and stuff. And if she wasn't able to be there because of the kid or whatever, like, you know, on one optic, the way you look at it, I'm like, the end of it. I'm in clubs, I'm traveling, I'm having a good time, free drinks on the sponsors, you know, and all this stuff. And it was great, you know, but I was working, you know, so like that was an interesting balancing act.
I know that one because, you know, a lot of mine now is like, you know, entertaining people, taking clients out and stuff like that. And she's like, you're out partying. And I'm like, kind of, but it's also work. I was like, would you rather me hate my job? And she's like, no. So I get it, but it's
like we were just in Las Vegas with Brad and Andy and Sam Taggart. And so she's like, oh, you're going to Vegas, you know, for the weekend. I was like, dude, we went to one cigar bar for like 3 hours. That was it. Like we were working. You know what I mean? So
that's how it is.
Yeah.
So you left from one major career to another. Any advice that you give them to like from leaving one career to another? Like because I mean you went to two totally different things. Left a career. What advice can you give them to like number one, either make the jump or don't make the jump or?
I think it's still pinned on my Instagram. I actually spoke about this at Sean Whalen's Lions Not Sheep event last year. spoke about this on stage. This exact thing.
I love that brand, by the way.
Dude,
that's a
killer,
cool.
right?
That's a cool brand. That's a really cool brand.
Dude, I can't wait for their next event's in September. I can't wait for that.
Really?
We go up to Wyoming afterwards every time. It's just a blast.
Epic.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Yeah, but basically I told people, I was like, hey, look, if you are looking to make that jump, you need to understand a couple things, right? Like, one, it's going to take more than you anticipate. More time, more money, more energy, more effort, more everything, right? And so a couple things I would tell someone is like, if you're trying to get into a new industry, here's one thing you need to do is you need to research the shit out of that industry. Like, you don't have to become a pro right away because it's going to take time to be a pro, but research the shit out of it and understand where it came from, where it's going, who the players are in it, what everyone's saying about it. Just get a good grasp on that industry. Then make a plan for what you're going to do to like stand out or do something better, like with this. Like, this is
A marketing
completely niche, right?
Yeah.
Find your thing, make a great plan around it. But then here's where the real entrepreneur thing comes in. Be ready to throw that plan in the trash because, just
So make a plan just to throw it away.
just be ready. It might be going in the trash. It probably will.
Love that.
And then along the way, like we were just saying, like, make sure you keep your family close along the way. Don't lose them along the way, and just if you want to do something, like, get started. Like, those are like the 5 things.
Do
like,
it, yeah.
Dude, just start. Too many people are kind of like overanalyzing stuff. They're researching. They're looking for the right time. Like, when's the right time to have a baby? Like, fuck, never.
Never.
But when she's pregnant, cool. This is perfect. You know what I mean? So yeah, those 5 things for sure.
Epic. What other than, I know we talked about it earlier, but like, do you have any like financial goals?
Yeah. So like
And
this.
if so, what are they?
Okay, so this year with Earn It All, our goal is to hit, I want that solid 7 figures with Earn It All. And then over the next 2 years, our goal is, like, next year, we're hoping to get by the end of the year to $1 million a month. So from $1 million a year to $1 million a month. And then we want to 5X that. Okay. So those are our 3-year goals with Earn It All. Yeah.
Epic. Now, you don't seem like the person, so like, as I'm this way, I don't build companies to sell.
Right.
So, like, what is your plan with the booze company, the beer?
Yeah.
Well, because, typically people build alcohol companies or energy drinks or waters or supplements to sell, right?
Right.
You don't seem like the person that's going to sell it because...
Dude, I highly doubt it.
Fun. I think you're having more fun having it and doing it than selling it. So, what is your plan with that?
Or do you
even know?
I highly doubt I would ever sell this because this is where I cut my teeth as an entrepreneur. Like, I drained my bank account multiple times for that brand. You know what I mean? Like, I've poured so much blood, sweat, and tears into Earn Your Booze that, like, if I was to ever let it go, it would have to be for the right mission to keep it going. Yeah. Like, I still fully intend to make Earn Your Booze like a Super Bowl ad worthy brand because. Yeah. Imagine watching the Super Bowl. Would it make sense to see Brett Favre or whoever, somebody drinking, barbecuing, watching the game? Like, dude, of course, that's what everyone's doing at the Super Bowl. So, like, I think I have about 30 trademarks around Earn Your Booze. So that's not going anywhere. But if it does go, I got a lot of IP to go with it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm basically building that thing into a brand that somebody like Don Julio or, a sports brand or someone could pick up. But I'm not actively trying to do that. I'm still just in love with the brand, still building it. Now, especially that we're showing people how they can earn their booze, like, we have a long ways to go before I'd consider doing any sort of exit strategy.
Honor over a paycheck.
Dude, for real.
Honor
over what's
a
funny
paycheck.
is, like, here's the other thing. I love that you said that. That's a good shirt right there.
Honor over a paycheck.
Yeah. Because, like, now that, like, Earn It All is doing its thing and we're making money and stuff, like, I don't even care about that. Yeah. I am addicted to tweaking the process and just building the brand. So, like, of course we check reports all the time and all this kind of stuff, but it's like I'm not necessarily focused on the money goal. Of course we set them and we like to hit them and everything.
Yeah, because that's
but
what you have to do.
I'm really addicted to the game now of having all the leads coming in. What's our closing rate? What are we doing to to keep our people happy and just keep growing the brand? What's next? How are we going to innovate? Like, I just love in the weeds working of the business now.
Fucking awesome. I love it. Well, man, that's about all I got for you. You fucking answered it all. You answered it all. I appreciate you coming on.
Absolutely,
it's been an honor. We are going to take a shot at tequila together, though.
Let's do it.
We're going to take a shot at tequila. But before that, if you could give us your socials.
Yeah.
Where people could find you. And then at the same time, give them like one sentence of just inspiration.
Yeah. All right.
Inspire some motherfuckers.
Dude, I would love to meet whoever the hell likes you. Justin.j.cross on Instagram. Like I share some business stuff, but it's just me. Like sometimes there's my family on there, but for the most part, it's the business. So Justin J. Cross on Instagram. Earnitall.com is where you can find all the merch. Earn It All Academy is where you can train with us, get jacked, get in shape.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I need it.
All that stuff.
I might be having to.
We might have to throw you on.
Might have to subscribe
on a plan here. Yeah. But yeah, dude, anywhere you could find Earn It All, Earn Your Booze, you'll find me.
Love it.
Yeah.
Earn your fucking booze.
Okay, you need an inspirational thing here.
Inspiration right now in that camera right there.
All right, man. You're putting
I'll
me
put
on
you
the
on
spot.
the spot.
Dude, I say this shit all the time too. So it's like, what am I want to say this time? All right, look. Whatever you are after in life, you got to do three things. Okay, you got to take care of your physical, your mental, and your business. You can't just go after business because you're going to find yourself maybe making money, maybe not, but then you're going to be lacking in the most important area potentially, which is your health and your mental health. If you're struggling with anything, with an issue or with business or anything, how do you build your mind? You use your damn body to build your mind up, right? That's why we train. That's why we get in cold water. We use our body to beat this quitting mind into submission.
Yep.
So if you need help with any of that stuff, let me fucking help you. We'll bulletproof your mind, bulletproof your body so you can bulletproof your business.
Ooh. Damn. Mic drop. Mic drop. Out of here. No, man, I appreciate it. That was epic. Super, super fucking awesome. Once again, please make sure you are liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Making sure you go give this man a follow so you can fucking learn how to earn it. Super badass. Go out there, give him a follow, and check everything that he's doing because he's a fucking stud. He's killing it. Also, make sure that notification bell is turned on because you want to be notified every single time we drop one of these episodes because they're fire and we're having the best fucking guests. Like, this is going to be one of the best podcasts.
Already is.
It already is, exactly.
Already is, baby.
This is fucking growing. This is going to be super, super fucking epic. Once again, man, I appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
And peace.
Peace.
Start when we stop, we gon' get it done. Get it when we start.